ade papa ebebo man no yeah we she say
unko sa atibianim
yeah unko sa atibianim the first time me call prisons I think 4 or 5 years ago
ukokosra omo anase de wo so koto
yakoye donation
chirewe
obi yakoye donation with Kumasi Central Prisons na unim so omo nyina bi munim ye.
Oh yeah, we hear radio, Papa.
Yeah, so when we entered, we see esimesini. Wow. And omokomu na obi ebi anachimu pona eba ya de omokogu afiase no samre no. But nipa timi tenase na wasesa. Papa. Yeah, me follow one man be me refini din say check something.
Yeah, crime check G.
Very good. Me follow no pa me hwe say oko prisons ne nyema okoye se obi ka de ntia ye de no koto afiase e to da na emu rem kakra biare ho nti mampani e beda na se na ya sre mo amo ba fie no nso no yenim se mo ba ye bi na moko e na mo sen ba biem se mampani ehumo mobo a mo man reflect na nye case study for others obetimi akwaba na o man na benya osomfa so there were some elements in the prisons or any day on so to make us on 17 times our bani just no or take the light say
Professor
Major or Kwanawaba those people are also there, so we hope and believe strongly say or more ban or musuni or mobile besisa na de faso abre or my Ghana yadama peniase.
Yeah, I think say criminal law class and the word recidivism.
Yes.
The tendency of a convict person say you know best apology another offense. Mobile mo medi mu huni. Come. Na yeah.
And name is sorry anope. Me call social media. Me hu say asema mpani akwantu awotu e hu
say be ba say na kind message we na me ne unko enum. Nana ya jam to 8 a.m. from the seat of our nation's president.
Sweet manner. Son the baneti auntie.
Osei Obi for 8 years Nanado did not grant amnesty to prisoners. I said, now you know the difference. Oh, but Nana I always sure say no cray. I mean, 8 years that would be weird. That would be weird. Chum, me pacho find it out, mommy. For under Nana don't grant amnesty to prisoners and check it for me. That say NC that would be strange. But I say Obi, a caring and humane president that Ghana has today, and let us all pray for him for long life. I campaigned in the prisons, and the situation in these prisons is sad. Kudos to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. God richly bless him, especially the nursing mothers. And where Nanaya Achempem Jantwa Edia or Diaba no. But already a month for started the story say Basa Dabi Nana ya Jantwa Kaza Nanado and grante amnestia enye no cre. And number 1 on the list, PK Sapon. PK Sapon Sunday Daily Graphic online story. Also, President Akufo-Addo grant amnesty to 808 prisoners. Where March 26th, 2020. And that story is available to break down. First time offender 783, seriously ill 11, inmate on death row now to be commuted to life imprisonment 7, inmate 7 life sentence to have sentence commuted to 20 years definite term 4, very old prisoner 70 years and above 3. That's the story 2020 and Nana Dono Oyebi. Nana ya Jantwa. Here are they. Nana but Nana say Obi, I got info from the prison's officials. You know, a prison official when the catch us in Nado anye amnesty here. Nana ya Jantwa bekoni.
And also
that be Otie from Junior.
Enti Nana ya we are say.
Page or microphone.
Lawyer.
Bibi Aboko.
Nyame adom tinana ya o hye wiase
o Jubilee House o tie osisi a
me nua ba nana ya
ya Achempem Jantwa yes
We are say I say chapa my review. Nana ya. Hey. Nana ya. Yes, what den e wo jubli ho. Me am nuaba. Ti. Mama fancy here na ma fe no.
Wa fe no.
Ai ma fe no.
Yo.
Mama fancy here.
Obi Collins on.
Yes.
O pebia se mischief no na de copy ba Africa. Se afi no akofa franchise ni de untiase. O presidency. When was the last time I call her? Yes, what den was you. What den say?
Oh, say me nuaba no.
Me ma me de obi anim so no obre ne ho ase. Ba onya wa baby o so kan no crate.
NDC no crate no kan.
Nti me chia me ma me. Obi na me busa question no.
Yes.
Enti e na aba.
Enti president Akwentu no say ni spokesperson issue statement. Ebo man na man yes o man panyin to kwan oko Japan or beko Singapore any other. And immediately the conversation around a kwan offer so to kwan no began. Say ebi say a private jet no.
Nti dey na Ekosiise kan yankasa.
Ekosiise se minya ni post no and the understanding na. How I understand it and say he wanted to put out the probable cost. I be cost your minus a president day. Private jet and a koya. You understand? Inti oyusu private jet be a 2 enra 7 a.m. I think let me get the exact post. In no can be a private jet and a koya. And on this also say if that private jet from I think I call US. And okay, if say from US a twaso call Japan a car e beboni. Say free Japan so air ba Singapore a car beboni. If Singapore say about car a car e beboni. And okay can ni na bo mo say president the private jet na air e wa mo president din. And okay say private jet na air go through that trip na a car e bebo mine no any. And that's the understanding I got. Not necessarily so say president e go with that private jet.
Obi you see this communication
Yes.
Omani nyinaja ye kwa to renchemu be da pembi no ana me esa na ekomu ye wie e wosa omampani eto na dwuma so.
Yes.
Na enema ahodo ehia oman no so e wosa okoye na said ye no mampani bi ate akonwa so na okọ adwaman so akodi ne dwuma e wose obo amane nti oman no kokobo no omu issue statements from the presidency. No mu wie nso a omasen atro krata e de akomrahye bedwafie asen akobo
sure
mrahye bedwafie o chiame amane se mampani etu neto eno na chese oni ho a esimesi na obenti na eden ehwechi sanity. And memory sorry anopa this social media flight issues you see many I call is a friend then you mebu na ya amanyosem untimi nka se me more president Muhammad no ye issue statement so ko Singapore ni Japan and I started the Japan and Singapore analysis of social media. Yes, the whole thing you were talking about the president travels. No opeso oka. And you see yejuma ya ye etoda na nipa okasa credibility matters obi. And you being a journalist and a lawyer. Obi, you know a lot of people in this country do respect you a lot. Unima, I'm telling you as a brother. You aside say you know better than FDA so no you another relationship.
Sure.
Nipa bupa. Ni na jina how you carry yourself, especially when you're doing your work as a journalist, conducting your interviews, the needed questions I was say you ask. At times we politicians may tag you who are A, who are B, but I don't know, and just what is right you ought not to do.
Yes.
So many I call Mr. No Mampa Americana washasi no one year I am bebu. Yes, because we are Rashibe Jania Okasa, I will say a carry weight. Meme corner walk or kind.
And I think with your permission, let me read exactly. Ade I will post here.
Okay.
You get it. Into Osei. This is it. At least not near my. Osei. Where 16 hours ago, this private jet, in your started, this private jet, M-BAEP, left Accra this morning around in the Muhammad say, you know, over YouTube, a live stream, no post, and that's on into Ube, as I read, and you can read through with me. And your stream is, let me remind you, say, stream, you know, a carty, the Asia restarted stream, you know, YouTube, Oba, Ube, say, this private jet MBAEP left Accra this morning around 7 a.m. It is estimated to cost $15,000 per hour to rent this flight. A simple calculation shows that the 7-hour journey already covered amounts to $105,000. If the flight proceeds to Japan, which is likely to take about 12 hours, that would be another $180,000. If it then continues to Singapore, approximately 7 hours away, that would add another $105,000. Finally, if the jet flies directly to Germany and then back to Accra, a total of about 20 hours return trip, that would add another $300,000. Altogether, the cost comes to an incredible $690,000 without including waiting times and or stopovers. Damn! And now, dear, no, and he attached Flight Aware, one of the flight tracking website, into your more route for from Accra to Germany. It is 6 hours 59 minutes from Accra to Germany. That your friends a private jet na no can from Accra to Germany and a flight na would base you on other calculations now here. Yes, Eric, I'm into you.
Bobby said the mechanic no ye nyina ye mabuno ye amanyosem. Na me one person me de bia meka. Emfa ho ne peti amewo. Obi ekoso abrabo mu a whether you belong to A or B. Me de me mpaye ne se nyame be pagya yi na because yi na obi ayi ahokire so et anamebo.
Yes.
Aha. Enti si ye mabuna ye amanyosem a mampeni Akufo-Addo ade ba kon ye manage ho se o ma mabunu ni bia kwanya da bia na metra this very studio na me site asenso boache ne abugina Paul those people na me de omo ye mfanto ho se me hu se mampeni bia ba kwanya so na wo involve mabuna ya na manage because at the end of the day kane no ne ka kire say future leaders anameboa but the next akasa no me mean to me kase me tenase me kan kire me nese me future leader because mampeni asudi awo as mampeni no de bi aso you also have to prove a point say ochina bi no ye betimi ahwe wo de ayesusudua akase based on the American gene and simisia na obenten so many bi betimi call as a first timer obenya deputy minister of local government into onye ni paketo a was a ministries ahodo e wo man mu ha o ka ministry ba ko a esopa
local government
ministry patamu ne enkurase mamu oni nyina anti onye ni paketo a what I say anti o hwe asem na o kan ye no ne how he started the calculation obia making inference mampeni akwantu a to statement about calculation oye e call mesrew me no wa yonkofa I don't have any problem with you but at times it is better
but say oye ho calculation in power what's wrong with that
to say now oye akoma hwan mo nye Ghana for enti na yi ne kano you see a toda to one nareka and get accurate information as a lawyer before you publish certain things. Untimi gaze yes na hearsay no and the hearsay no they post do on the wall.
Where the accurate information is say
you see
what means
we all know the politics we all know the politics in this country say under President Akufo-Addo none the foreign travels are who no more rented private jets of which are a matter of contention in the country then meboa
yes
we those in opposition then we are now in power we spoke about it nti yaman yosem ne say ana said the yaman yosem okruma no said the we ye bi no enenso so manya ho enu bia no koye no but we gufu
we gufu because of mampeni amfa private jet
or the commercial flight
bang
meba mampeni John Dramani Mahama
yes
or the flight registration number A6-EGZ.
Okay.
Flight number EK-788.
Okay.
Operator of the flight, Emirates
Airlines.
Very good.
Okay.
Captain, no, your friend Joel Jordan. Captain of the flight. Route Accra to Dubai.
Way Accra to Dubai.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Passengers, no, a Holland 06 and a show. And a date of departure was Sunday, 17th of August, 2025.
So, yes.
Okay. Time of movie from the launch, was 17:43 hours.
17:43 hours.
Yes. And a boarding time was
5:43.
Boarding was 17:52 hours.
Okay.
And airborne, 18.
Yeah, into that
16 hours.
6:16.
Yes. Obi, I have every information here. Or the commercial flights in the coin.
That's from Accra to Dubai.
Accra to Dubai.
Now I transit
Yes.
With another commercial flight.
Yes.
And on a person you know.
Yes.
Yeah, person who
you see, Obi, you see,
Japan, no.
You see,
flight ben or the call, yeah.
Obi,
because you say about Singapore. It's their responsibility to provide us with the details.
American.
Japan, which baby. What is our service?
What say, Mampeni bia betina konwa so. Na se wo tu kwanya because we your manager pade no. Like the presidential flight report is there. Ukwa se said the aba money abra munhu de amoye. Opposition ye nim say ya de. But mukasa no kasa hunu ne ya do so. Enkofo mo ne Mampeni efo Emirates. Eko Dubai. Ebi mo ate se mo say of our private jets. And you know, these characters are more serious or my more dintrona. At least you should be a bit academic in line.
To be fair, so on the final destination, and you do.
And yes, and I'm say there be.
But do you have details?
I get it. Me say the President Muhammad that I know.
Yes.
President Muhammad minim no. Ebi a minim ne chen wuntia. Ntina mintimi kasa de minim no fa. Emra ye wo mu. The state of our country today.
Oh, free Dubai.
Masa, ubenya omre. Unya opa. Now the cat crash. Yeah, ni pro. Nti dem pese me ma menu amtiase say. Mampeni efi kru of our Emirates commercial flights.
Okay.
And odi ko see Dubai. Obesan so ayeden ato aso. Akodi aka no and this wona wo se wo start say wo check no no
ona fabra
wo check no kura no baby wo start yakwa kosi kura problem ama wo di nem Germany ne de keka ho a wana abeka je zo nkofa de camera bring it. Enough of the lies. Obi mahu se na nkofo trolley ko social media me o ye madam funti na ye me yakakra because o kasa na wan kasa ye ne nya wa fidi ntentan no so a ya na ji no eden because
e bezo afa ho di lawyer for atem ka
mahu fa me hu sa comments ni na but ntina me kasa eto da ntuma bi frawa nya adwabo bia na okwase ekodi asa o ana meboa obi ye ketedie ye diketa na ye de ntuma si asene na wo shekaba na slate na chiti a unim se pressure beba also nti ekọ yesro Mampeni
very go nye sure so say the information that we provided as much as I am very good to shape the conversation I am limited in a way.
Why?
So it then opens up more rumors because you see no you know Mampeni destination Japan. Now you showed evidence of he flying Emirates from Accra to Dubai. What happens from Dubai to
na Adam Mampeni Tupaya. Now see we see Dubai. I was all Bekache Obi say we see Dubai.
Say in the interest of accountability.
O mine Emrani say Mampeni born and I could be on crown. Meboa.
Yes.
It is a Mampeni so okumi krum suma hinkru. No tre VIP no sikumasi a. O say okra. Say obesi kumase no free kumase obefa sunyane bus no free sunyane wa Asempa bus. Is that what you're asking me?
But why are you providing the
I am providing this because of the normal social media. As you say, or charter flights from here to Germany, from there to there. I know I'm provide we. One for Germany, what am I saying? And now more for Emirates omone mampanifo ye minim se omabusuanfo okuro be mutie obi make madikin aka mampani mahama excuse me on my appointment oni ye share be 3 times ni chief executives na ministers oni e be share bia how to live a modest life ade de bia dana no na eni se on make the conclusion statement bia na de ni na share no I can't just say we should remember where we are coming from. Okay. The challenges of mine no come. Obi otimase.
Okay.
Enti mesremo. Yes, mampeni second coming we na wabano. Obeja legacy a yebetimi atwero man kwada enya so mfaso. No de ja o man. O metam o man sika e ma ye nya ne basa. So I am telling them they can track how he travels and other stuff.
Okay.
But when him say oh ba now I prepare well. Now they accurate information. Now they are back. But you can't just be on social media and peddling falsehood say Ghana for beja. Because me unze na akwaye banter between on me penny standogwe. What I say? Son is a deputy chief of staff. Em say travel no cross can be team near koye. Okay. So certain things enye fe. Inti eko do the honorable thing. Se many ono and come a fully current on qualify apology. Because you see, there's no way because you see level na do ntimi nka president mama asem na woka. There be ntimi nka kra biem. And e ba ne sa na Ghana fo hu ne sa onye obi na kwafo a ugina ho ma utafo. Ukugina chamber na yeso ka so mo su esimasi na aka ne ho de oka bi anya no kra emfataw. Mr. And Collins, I understand the politics of private jet in this country. Yes, we started it. We did it. Time on so near started side debate no ya chacha we see ya we see be anyone near the banner mutimi di bank to say the makofa bi aba me di bank de woka no because amre no na de ekoso ana Ghana for complaining no ye kan bi ade a ye kan bi ne and the president Mahama no bi the bi American the president Mahama no ade a ye de bonkofo we yachi onye bi me na me ka chiro on
for private jet.
Me say on charter private jet and then coordinating your jet had no crab. Yes. It's Collins.
Okay, very well. Mama Nancy, Honorable Collins, you have the opportunity now. Me and you.
Yo, Eda. Pentecost Eda. Lawyer.
Eda.
Say Bonsu. The dasene akonya ode amai.
Sure.
Na onse wo tuntumi dia no se egusu awo yem na aye no so ba ko kase eda ho esa etwen ne na otweda.
Charles Kojo Fosu de no.
Ene asante hema. Ya asante hema. Yankopon ya adomo a ye 21st. Ebusumi ya yimu na ye yura sante hene. De si ho se ye behwe ne adi yenyina sante hema waka nchinagu nti emu oyapa sana yenua Charles Kojo Fosu obi a friend daddy Lumba so nyankopon ya adomo a eno so ye 30th August bekoso University of Ghana sports complex. Yes nti edru ho adofo nyina mejam abusua na ye mfa ne 1 week no enhyehyɛ so ye kase no so edru so a ye mfa nka me obia. We've put in place committee nti committee no so me ana me vice chairman for the planning funeral planning committee and also coordinator for the whole event. And I was saying most na muboa na multimedia ya de ba ye ma ba ba chia kama and him say e brand dru so a mo de mo fidie no beba the bobi e be koso bia na mo sa aboy ensan because no so very important. No so very important.
Na somebody
any ba na wajan kwada na ire no mu a wo se ye hwe na omoni toton
aye den na okay
that the lumba there na
okay planning committee
no also on a coordinator for the funeral
and the vice chairman and the vice chairman on the funeral planning committee
masa oppose so
Debbie
Lumba ye coordinator and it's a the only national security coordinator one because Lumba a national asset
near no cray daddy there no cray you can see a can of one
oppose no so now opposition plan when you post When can move for a push.
Oh, but say a committee members, no. You near Kofi Ochedako, KOD. Yes, KOD assisted me.
Okay.
And to coordination, Minia A+ is a member. Kwame.
That's good.
Honorable MP for Gomwa Central. Yes. Kwame, a member of the funeral planning committee. What you say?
Oh, that's good.
Daha and Sunday Busiani nyina so na ya no. In fact, GJ president Krano. Or subcommittee on there. You are no kwa no chair media and publicity. The way yes ya hye no nti obi a bi wo.
You need solid.
Oh, make us a position also. I feel the what you say. Oh, subcommittees e show mase. Yeah, just a take committee ba ku di guni na.
Oh. Na wo san ka munya baby ma deputy chief of staff no dey event organization and branding process.
Yes.
Definitely keep in touch. Mami salute no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, it's good.
Yes.
I be never be oha. Non and session. Yes. That one you can't take it.
But what's some money here, Jumano?
Pacho say
event PR.
So when I see me, I'll keep in touch with him. And because a bar main funeral now, of course, we put in place a request from the presidency. Granting state assisted barrier. Senior barrier. You bet me. I bring point. Yentino obe play role. Kumasi ni yako ako yenu. Ye di 1 week no waha. Na ye no Kumasi. Yes. Enti my friend after that. Now Obi man penyin Mahama. You ready idea me Eric ye there. Wanya kra nka ye o. Because a meeting no watimi a chere say the Emirates na call ye na emumu no
the free hako
Dubai na emumu no hu sika no wanka. Flight charges no wanka. O man sika na o the free hako Dubai no wanka won wa ye din. Enye Dubai nko a o free Dubai a obeko Japan. O free Japan na obeko Singapore.
Yes.
Ansa no wasa adane nani aba. Na said we see Gineni this time no. Ayo man penyin Mahama. Yes. Because or that Emirates no. First class. Na ko he ensa papa so omodi amano ewo flight ne so a. Eti mesre me nua no man disi fo munya abotre. Na gufo ado moja na ne ho ni mu o. Esem mo kan ni kromu ha. Mesre mo sesi ya no. Obomofo ne de ne nam ho apa ne so. Nti munya abotre. Na more furnishing Ghanaians with the needed details. And tesa, sa scanty information are there too hoyi. Wo na person obi ato aso. What is the meche no? Say me say me call New Delhi. Na me ye transit. In France say bia me free honom e call Bangalore a. India na de me be call. India na de me be call no charges ni nyina no mo fa mbreye. Commercial yesa ewo private jets a ebi ye transit esa do on to aso ni nyina mo de beba you can't hide it mo amfa ma ye de beba enti mo na me expect say wo de beto aso because ye de on my taxpayers money am panyini Mahama e de Eko Japan de opoma say because ono ankasa no owi school any service or Japanese embassy or any service no cry no time no yes service no na o suban bi otada na di wo adwuma mu ho omo enne no mo penasem David no penasem so
move on address issue na that no so
chese na owo Japan embassy no suban bi no mo de penasem ho so asem no ma me kensi
honorable na kwento to Japan and Singapore
na me chese na ni Japan ho pa chese akwantu na wo tu no me hwe sa forum na o ko address ni nyina no kure ni obeba nsapan
aden
because adia ye de ma MPP for aban ye de ma grant na ndisi ye de ma mu loan. That is the difference. O man Ghana be bokagu ye be bokagu kromu ha what is the meche no enti mesre menua Eric ma information na wa maesi cause adia wa baba ye no na we si aso wa say de aginemu na ame de aginemu se o man panyini Mahama wonim no on fa private jet. But from where I sit, a hono mesre say bisamuye ansa no abe apologizing as to say what the commercial flights and a beko from Dubai airport no Mr. Hwe because your mom will break a crib be mom provided Ghana for with the details of the traveling now yen yanka said baba betuja baby on them be surveillance dance so you bet track you baba betuja bam entino too early so say be menua asifo o begina no asi bone na wake nsem bi afa na ho mesre you see he who alleges must prove it o man panyin Muhammad no correct
no no ya hwan na was so prove
ya ban no asede se o man panyin Muhammad tu kwan a e wo se mo ma ya details of baby o nem bia
site o camera sia he who alleges
flight or de be konya no e wo se aban provide you with the details
aban no allege wan fa
do you want to tell me say
free na allege nti
o free Dubai eko Tokyo no ade o ya bobo ya na be kwa Asempa na mo ka kire esa no ade a wo de be kono ne pese ehunu ye charges edaso
free Dubai eko no
so be ko Tokyo
obenanti
mate ofro oba Singapore so obenanti enti se utwa mpoa ni say o Ghana for na omutie yen Ghana for pese e bisa say your taxpayers money ana NDC for de nam wiem wawa enu nti saa sika no emre bia na omo ka se eye abomination se omampanya akufo do betu kwan no ora Muhammad de ese fata so no otimi tu kwan ni bia na
ba se omo opposition no enye aban na the president flight details eba it's the opposition
Sabra, you bring it
at the bar and you should also do
and
I'm need capacity
I would say very simple
and so why
no what I'm saying is and your money be mo say the year canon yenukra prove it esi I will say MPB allergy no what I'm saying is me and I'm allergy say and I will dispute this fact no what do I expect of you? I was saying now who provide response, befitting response. There who can A, B, C, D, say it here. But with such scanty information, you want me to believe it? Now, and you be an order Dubai or say Akrana. Ofri Dubai or say Akrana. You person you who say Ofri Dubai Eko Japan no. Adie no de ko. Afidie ben wiem hye ben no de ko. Wiem hye ben e no de ko. Ankrakra wiem hye a wa chata. At the expense of taxpayers' money. And that's why no the bottom taxpayers' money no they call there. You want to know. Because my penny Muhammad can no say yan stopuna. Accra Wagadugu or Kobe ni nyina taxpayers' money. Because me nim the obet my anoti say ye bisasa same way ya. Munya botre. Eric, munya botre na mu chechire ye mu. Money say chese mu be form ho adi wo krom ha dia ene mo ntena yi. Because said the besia bia moja wo kromu ha no ama who say governance is not a joke, it's a serious business. Eti abana mo chechire no mo fa nhye mo fa nto motiko say mo fa mo hu ni sa no ma panyina to kwan national assignment and no because of sika any sabi akoko a wo mo hwi no flight ni so nti no mo mpese mbe ma ye details aden
na Ghana
must know omampanyini kwa wako baby a wadru. In fact, I was some mama ye hunu hotel kwa akoda. We need to know all these things.
And a state visit into that be a numpo there. A state visit there.
Yani one who ya born who buy I was here hotel be more than the
the host country will provide a state official state visit.
Not them say private.
No, what can say
national assignment. Hotel ni na ye behwe.
Sir, hotel no will not be at
listen. Yes. Recipient state you know. A car obebo nyina no. Yes. We want to know because we him and Nana Akufo-Addo. Na enkrofo no ka che yen say e ka bi ohun bia impo state ya eje omampanyini no. Omo ba be ka che say sa ka ni nyina e Ghana fo na na etua.
That be enemy shows or
no mo ka bo no almost the bill na beto abontina
na mo so man titi man fa tra bill na ma
oh me pacho me ba enti no
details will come out Ghana phone review mo za
details no will come out please hotels obekwa akoda say here 4 star 5 star ni nyina because minim de omampanyi mahama betima ye enti munya abotre enya se bia ye bejeja mo say asemu aba na yakata so there be we want to know where about of our president ye person ye hunu baby every destination bia oko bia to the final destination we want to know
fa track and share bottom
we want to know ada na modo omampanyi ni akwantu no tete
Eric nso jai sansem na okay
na say o baby e wadru bro so inti mo de track and share bottom na mo de amakodia e wo mo head office
resilient
yeah manfo we MPP for na
na say you are responding to
Penny Collins me ba
that's also so man o kasa meti asa saman kawa no tum o kasa aban yade da form mo opposition a mo kasa gidigidi wo kro mo kasa amemo no yade efo munya hu no hwe amemo no mo kasa yade efo ya na ye hwe hye party no o de ma ye nwie ye ne muti kro mu ha ye hye party no
emu de
an say opposition ti ye hye party
say man Penny ebe ma presidential party na mo so mo dikin ama party
na presidential party is the first time o man Penny ma presidential
every moment dey in internal party na mo so mo dey ama
yeah amnesty no ya grant ya ma members of course I know they say ya advocate no me party Penny for abaso I'll come to that o ma ya dey ba dey me person chance Ghana man Penny na country no obi yes share o say see Aminia Eric me ngo say platform bi de omo de atoso omo akire NDC fo no say o man Penny wa drew Dubai ofre Dubai a obeko Tokyo ansa no aba Singapore yes o man Penny be di say mo aka ba ye pese ye hu say o man Penny intensuo ko anante okono yen ye sika me ni omi enu sika taxpayers money ene yakukuru no say tie ni dia ma o man Penny ena wonne na pamfo said the omusi ji omani wo Dubai omufro omoba Tokyo me ni omi enu sika ena omodi ji omani sa no omufro omo se ba Singapore chesese mama ye hunu mfaso omode ba because look owie sa investment na Singapore there no we want to know sika wo de be free ho aba na so man panyini de nsa pan ba wo krom ha we live in this country ya makwan emamutimi enkeka nsem bi emefa konwa no na ma de mo pe o omampanyini ba ho ba no ye hwe nanim se wanfa sika mama meto Ghana fotuom eno ntini asese sika de ama no de kono no obsa ba na obe nante hasa be ka che se ye ma ne kwa ma ne ko Burkina Faso a ya nti ase
okay obi
enya de beti ase
Collins won da bia me de meka o ye menu Penny obi ensemo a wokan nyina unhu ne nan ena unhu na basa wana o start umra na woka ena o say he who alleges
must prove
ana me baka o de ka wanotum
ena me prove say o man panyina to
no
I want
sa asem na o kan ye no o de me batie me o de won say me nuhia o nim say me pewa asem
Eric
sa asem na o kan ye no
ko wonim
na kan ka say mu tofan bo ne say wona wo se esimesia na obentin I say obi ana meboa enti meme se menye sa enti wo a wo kan ye no fa dance e kire se de wo kan ye no sa na tie nya sa
na dance ye no de ba ye no
tie me Collins why wo kasa nya wana na wo kasa kire me Mr. Onso wo funeral committee deputy vice chairman tobo because wo se wo djuma so kasa obi ena menua ekọ abe make this frivolous allegation on social media and a trendy. And I make us say no information or the buyer no enye accurate. Inti bia me betna ha make us offer commercial flight no. Or accurate information e kire say we no fire nka ye kan ya pan no de ato ana so de ama Collins. And even me can we because say commercial flights. So what you say? And you to na me can flight no ne number ne de keka ho nyina. Na o ka kire me say eni se o si Dubai na o ko Tokyo o si ohu flight o de ko obi ananye sa na o kan
no
me ena me ko e kan se me ko America ena makosi JFK e bia na me fi JFK me ko which of the states crabim bobi ma me so de o ta ko
bia o ko California
me ko California me ko Ohio me good makwa kusi my de me ye nyina wie o ma pe flight amede ko e de amame nya sa na tie e bia osi aya ade kran san wa den wato aso ansa na o ma de ticket
o Dubai.
So the president we have aye de wo so ye den oye a kire se me ko no ha na me ko me fa Accra Dubai commercial flight was you not the first class now mampeni mama or first class I say mbro ne so he's the president of our land,
but that's the ultimate.
And I will say or no dear crown highway machine or better first class we a problem so and worrying nam and worrying now nam from unam asasi so kura worrying nam nsan yi and you see Collins to obra mampeni Akufo-Addo te akonwa so a na odi wie mu atenantwie na ne yeka no yes I tell a lot of factors obi wekai there was a time that President Akufo-Addo no high private jet so time near the Ghana a private jet akoma Liberia president me kai wa baby free buy obi wekai so time no your private jet na na o see use no they akoma upon we am Liberia ya omuni didi atenantwie wa man hodo so e no chata bi wa. And those were the issues and Ghana for raising. I'm sure na na woman no. Say nipa edi ni sika BCA bank. Ade chen ya also what to blade the unit one kan na haircut. What mo be haircut at the home fast one chata we mo shine now the nama. You think Ghanaians won't talk?
So you still believe
those times no businesses are na form. Baby ana dollar da. That time no ya na ye calculation na the 17 cedis na ye calculation no mo no musu no e na me no ka say dollar na da sen enya no kra ya enti dem pese wote ase ne say obi abedi mampani akonwa ene ma hudu obi e wo so man ye de bo ho ban bi e be den ye yo but say oko to the extent say o ma wo hu hia wo chen o man na we the citizens will talk eno bi na mo ye no so say presidency wo tu kwan Japan also wanfa okono de nsapan ba mo ntiase okruma oba na nsapan no de ba ntiase akobokina na wokwaji bibra obi and aside that Afram Plains river no that conversation be a trigger some time ago any Japanese for no eno san komon no de nam what is it so the president that I know me medical can say the president that I know he's very different and living modest life. Collins moduma na ye de amamo mfie na wo position no e den pa enye den ba kasa no mamentre wade because you see it is easy to talk against Obia Ghana for expect a lot from no ntimi deliver President Mahama mfie nanya ye de amani boso menso ne kakra wetwei the reasonable minds in the country are comfortable with the governance. So as a political party in opposition, how you disorganized, we lose election over 1.7 million votes. What am I say? So one tenancy and your homework here. Now the ultimate thing said you have to attack President Mahama, and you forgotten say all what you said about this man Ghana for the number to the extent to say Mokra Moda and when news on Temo. What I say? Obi, Asempa ni ankamfa no. Ena President Mahama playing okoto hanga ena bus ena we ensem hwanyan mo kan ni nyina
bus in the American for no ne UK for na say we disca until don't bring
size ensem ni nyina
American for na say we disca
ensem mo kan no Ghana for hu se mo nya nokwafo so as a serious political party by now mo de okay na mo you see when you say communication your opposition are very coordinated so ya we
yes.
And then we mean say Miss Fashion say just said to say then the unim the omo formula mu use
yate
because we so na kan dey wa ha na we yate asia they say the crowd omo so ombekwa akoto ba communication officer onte
na then
ka omo reform
say kan na omo so omo the experts eba so what I am advising you what I am advising you is say as a political party in opposition na modema no kasayaw eno komra hye bedwefia akonwa amowo 188 eno kra no adane boachi bidin enti monye focus about mo party na eno obia panini mu obia kan de opekere ne yonko no na mama President Mahama govern nation no ma the reasonable minds who are comfortable with the governance no omaninye and I believe strongly say Minia Collins nya fidie so ne yete na wontimi nka no kra bi na ya wonka na nka obeka se Mahama ebo na homode but you can't say it
apu
what you say
Apu,
but the businessman Obi say oppose na wa no cry den.
Programs manager.
And emre ya ye wo mu. Ene emre atwam ko ba finish. Advert institute ye na etisen. Kanokre.
Into as in number of adverts and
eba ne afia atwam ko ne ene.
Oh, nyame adom ye start ye na slow kakra.
A pick. That is it. Because the business is able me who showcase you product in the market and your problem I won't consider cost. Because at the end of the day, no adverts no more, you know. And my mom funya much attention about your products. Yes, I understand.
Yes.
But whereby the economy, no, then the economy was dangling then. I don't know crowd but the rule no be teaser or cancer super no changing station no, because or no packet no intimate to be. And yes, I understand. And I mean no say the financial sector in Nigeria some financial institutions are more akumia so no more recording negative balance. Obi within 7 to 6 months. Ebi mu nyam faso. Ene me nua penny to forcing the other Ghana economy here. What you say?
Yes.
But there was a time in this country ye nyamra shebe before mako edu wotwe Ekosiise krata say omo finance minister omo penny de ne ba ekran nye den ye mpamo no obi na oni kroma.
Yes.
Edien ne bema ya kase ye de this year dia de na busuanfo na soro se na na suban ye muntu no de ne bema na basa emo legacy amodi ja Ghana no we nchirima baba bekan. So what President Mahama is doing today, President Mahama that I know de bia meka obe leave Ghana legacy ye de be boni dimpa and obi oba na anu ade niema nkakra yeso ko efe ye betena this very studio and ye can even chief executive na appointees full ho asem obi obeka ye no omo ana omo abonten kra na na can be my. But the issue is that mampeni se e wo se ye de entoboa kakra eba ne ye de kotua e ka hodo bi e de e wo fa anwo dwuma di adwade enum na yeze me ya appointee mampeni tua me kana me wo position na me Ghana fo ntua me ka na ene yese me fu a me mfa nche na me ame nto me fu a wadom me kura because position 8 years no na enough for that
enough from
yes.
Eric Mamene honorable MP for Otafo eni nkomo wa onyonko Ekosiise Asefua wa be cancer ewa homa ne so. Oh, too bad. Honorable homa na teko mama yen science friend be former deputy minister local government decentralization and rural development Ekosiise Asefua. Yes.
He who attack oh no Obi me attack Obi Collins
just for
we're not fair to him.
Just for us to ask some questions about the post and other matters are PMO aba
waba
they are calling
me bana oba no kura mani age because at the end of the day no be kire ne mo magana for ati ase say bi ansem na no woka na asem bi ebi asem bi ni asem bi na akoshi ase dey na mampani tu kwa na okoka na akofa asem aba
okay matese waba
nti obe kire mu say good
honorable Ekosiise Asefua akwa aba na tesan
na alitaje ni studio
say Eric Aidey
o te studio ye de obi ya ma ojuma si o wetin office no ye ojuma na propaganda nkwa
o say no num na wapon enti sisi ade ne enye ne office hours no de wa ha.
Well, he's one of the hard-working young men in NDC, no doubt about that.
Yes.
But propaganda and also
but honorable, I mean, for now it may be difficult to still maintain the narrative say post now we some 17 hours ago no na enye about President Mahama trip to Japan ne Singapore. Do you still stand by that claim? And I say after the abano see what done what's the sound doing kakra
obi women is what ben power say so the way etete no ya tradia inya bochani etro what we want to communicate. And if you go back to read what I wrote very well, you realize that it has everything to do with the president and the delegation. However, I did not mention names because the sources that I had, for me myself, I needed to make sure that I could ascertain that veracity. And I had to make that post because when I put pieces of the information together, i.e., the information that I had and the president's spokesperson for the statement, it left me with some doubt in my head that there's something fishy going on. Let me demonstrate to you. In that letter, take that letter, juxtapose that with the 5th of December 2013 letter that was written by his own ministry again. When he was in charge of that ministry, I think as deputy minister, you will realize that there's a significant difference as to how they put the information out. In the letter of 5th December 2013, President Muhammad Tukwan, Omoche Mumehu, Hawa Omoko, Nipa Ekanoho, Sabine Hokani, Ministers Ekanoho, Capacity Omoko, the Omoko ye, speeches Omobama, any dear, a Homobama for Sodiama or my Ghana. All these were in that statement. Fast forward, 2025, John Mahama too, the same fellows of Ozukwache, issues the statement and hide from you and I,
Asempa
the fourth realm of the state, and me, a legislator who is interested as to the cost to the taxpayer, the people that he is traveling with in terms of the delegation, because I believe that it is not enough to just write in the statement, say, the president is traveling with a delegation. Why am I saying so? What show statement Muso on Mampenini, Aquantuna Wutu, or the investment beba? Investment no the bebano. Sisi Aminu, the Akache and say, Open Mampenini at the commercial flight no Koye. Menyan and Tia just a few minutes ago that until even that statement and I say that interview that was granted by a fellow Kwache, the delegation also traveled with His Excellency the President. We did not know all this. As we still speak, and Kopua, Omokanwa, or say Ono Motu Kwano, Yinim, Omo capacity, Omode Konoso, Yinim, assuming without admitting that we are even aware. On what basis will a minister of government communication intentionally hide all these information from us? Because mind you, the information that I had, and that is why when I was writing my statement on Facebook, I was very careful and clear in how I couched it so that nobody will say that I have pinpointed the president to have used conclusively the private jet. But one thing that should be admitted is that, yes, there was a private jet that left the shores of this country yesterday around 7:13 a.m. As to the people that were using that private jet, you and I cannot know. But unless you see the commercial flight manifest, to be sure that in Krofua, almost your neighbor man penny too, Quano, some Krofua, no more manifest, or more commercial line. By way of the
Sisiana Eric,
who's a manifest now, and you need that.
Yes, Sisiana Eric J. Amaye who said, Omanpenny every Ghana, Enra and Umreno. He left on an Emirates airline flight from Ghana to Dubai. And you know, wama flight number, all the details as much as possible. Say from Accra to Dubai. And Omanpenny at the Emirates airline flight Ekoye. That's where it ended. Inti Enono really lend some credence to the fact say or the commercial flight ni free Ghana Koye. No.
Obi, may single out the president. I am suggesting to you that our focus should be the president and his delegation put together. Please put all of them together. As far as this conversation is concerned, never try to single them out, because if you do so, but two foot go at the minia Erika J. Onya any no. Now come to make us so Mampenny or more canonis uncle for na the Kobe and private jet. Normal culture say, president not sorry them because they want to single out the president to you. They don't want you to know that it is possible that the flight will even be met somewhere and be used. That's what I'm saying, that what was the flight doing here? It is the responsibility of the state to let us know what the flight was doing here.
The private jet now will say free at 7 a.m. no? And Ubuza said, what was it doing here?
Yes.
But sir, o checks no say if we have Germany, no?
Yes.
And your suspicion is a bit messy or mampenny or baby.
Obi, me who nipa or mampenny no motu coin. You who manifest me who so me na no more. Or more
Emirates ni more.
Emirates in so dia. Then there's no cause for alarm. Obi and me that the Chrome may use after total. No matter tadia no, who say Ghana for any bound no, Mako fa commercial airline, the amount of well, let me not even go straight to make those allegations. That is what I'm saying. Is Obi, when I was writing what I wrote, and nothing about what Jubilee House said, go muni paro, or did you be atom, or no better me statement, no. Church workers say I did that unintelligently and all that. Now, all intelligent and can be really identical that I use condition statement, even writing the things that I wrote. So I am saying that it is possible that His Excellency the President might have used Emirates, but don't take them as one. Put all of them together. How did they go? How did they leave the shores of this country? Why are they hiding those information from us? Why is it that 2013? All these things, or year later, 2013, that you can know speech, I'll command the Okoka and home for Sober at the Amagana. In fact, on Mampenidi, His Excellency Nanado Danko Fado, Eugene also did similar things. Ubon statement na say Ekofa investment about land Martini Dingwom, JIPC boss, Jofi Grant, or no Dingwom. We saw all these things. Why are they hiding all these things from us? Especially when the statement is saying that they are going to bring us investment. And moment to put or me apart.
Because me, my question and Bibusa Eric Impo was to the effect say, if indeed penny statement no say oman penny free ha ena or the Emirates echo Dubai, how is he leaving Dubai to Japan? And also another question I went to me ama information to that effect. But again, if it's proven say team and on your muko nyina no mu nyina ewo Emirates airline neswa, then there is no issue. Is that the case?
Absolutely. Then there's no issue. But from what I have seen and what I have heard and the conduct of government appointees, how quick they are to single the matter and say it is about President Mahama. Conduct in insulting everybody who speak about it, and why they are even refusing to share the detailed information with the Ghanaian people makes me believe that there's something fishy. Let us know the manifest. We are interested in the manifest.
Now, to know the manifest, you know, and maybe and know on the manifest question, but would you also want to know if indeed some of the Emirates in Dubai, does it stand to reason say Emirates now number side Japan?
Obi, it is possible. That is if they don't have anything fishy doing. But when you say Ministry of Transport, mature by way of the Right to Information Act to request for information from them. One manifest may pay free or more, and one on another issue. After there have not been any response. Why you forgotten that even the AG himself, it's sure AG by way of Right to Information Act letting us know that Nipanoa will say based on criteria for Noli Prosequa, then Sano Maninano, Obekaya. Look at how they even handle those matters. And you think that when you write to them, they are going to respond. Yes, you use parliamentary tools when Parliament reconvenes. But as we speak, we will demand answers, and we will need media people like you, well-meaning Ghanaians, to help us unravel as to what is really happening as far as the president all is concerned. Why are they hiding information?
But Unim said that comparisons so have been done. Say in times past when your colleague MP decided say obey follow Omampenyi travels, no, or personal investigations to bring out certain critical information without the state.
I disagree with you. Please go and check the 2022 letter.
Let me finish.
Don't go there. No, I won't let you do that. I'm saying no.
You don't know question me, Busa. Let me finish.
Don't clarify this. Why do you want to go and clarify this?
I'm coming. Wait.
There is a letter from the chief of staff, 2022, calling out Okutetu about his life.
No.
That he peddled.
I am not saying, sir, do you have two Johnny and Okra? That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is, sir, he provided certain information na a tracking on Omampenyi travels, airliner, flight number of the flight, our team, route, our use, all of that information he put out. Under the way, say all those information are public. About flightradar.com, all those websites say detailed info.
It didn't make it true.
I agree, but they make at least he put out those information.
But why would I put out information when I know it is not true?
No, but the point is as to say is it true or not true, no, it depends on what the state's response. In the case of the NPP administration, no, they couldn't provide information to contradict. Apart from saying said you're canning no creno, nipandi the figures atuja. There was no counter information with figures to disprove on only the end of the two, Jano. That I think was a lacuna. Mamintio.
Which figures are you talking about?
Okay, you talk black figures or the two, Jano.
Figures, baby.
Oh.
Wait.
No,
who figures?
No, they 1 hour $15,000. Let's hand your money to Jano.
Debut now 1 hour $15,000 time with respect to if you go and check fly waves for online. You think you won't find that $15,000 there?
But it doesn't. Do I take someone's information in your crana?
No, I'm only saying that I would tread on a very cautious line.
Okay.
I do not have to let you know that flight number. In fact, if you check the information that I put out, all those information is there. But I will not measure in those ones because and not necessary. What is necessary is that we don't know how our government officials traveled.
Okay.
We don't know how they are even going to come back. We don't even know whether they went en bloc as one people, as one government official, and all of them actually used the commercial flight. That is what I'm saying. Okay. That my intel tells me that there's something fishy around this travel because I suspect that the jet was actually brought to this country initially for it to be used by certain people. However, even if the president did not use it, I am suggesting to you that until I see a flight manifest I will not believe that the president actually traveled with all these delegations. Delegations required you to pictures.
Yeah, but for the delegation, you can see a name or more number. Did the statement add the number of people?
So what I say? That's why you should be interested.
No, we are interested. That's why we've called you. We are interested. See any interest?
Into almost 78 million. So I'm finding information, any communication. 78 million.
Very well. Honorable, hold on, Mammy. Mammy, she said, Eric, that other information. Eric, the information
now. Hold on, junior, the already, man.
Only one. Say in common. Hold on, Kaka. Eric, the information you put out on Emirates.
Yes.
Now, all the other members of the delegation were Emirates.
Two things.
Okay.
One, memo official statement Chief of Staff issued on the 12th of August 2025. A trade delegation Ekon.
12th of August.
Yes.
NA 18th.
Yes.
Okay, the last week.
Yes, memo that information.
Okay.
Me flight details na me kan no I'll add it.
Okay.
Obi, official statement na ekutamena omoma all honorable ministers, all heads of government agencies. An official travel of His Excellency the President to Japan and Singapore.
Okay.
And Omoba, Japan, also for the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development. Singapore for a state visit. Na oba omochichemu oko Japan die na entoraja omokam. Yes. You were the Honorable Finance Minister.
Okay.
The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. Honorable Minister for Roads and Highways. Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Investment Promotion Center, GIPC. 5. Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Export Promotion Authority. That is GEPA. Thank you very much. 6. And Oba 5 delegation.
Nipa 5 for Japan,
yes. Okay. Oba Bina delegation to Singapore. State visits.
Okay.
And also your Honorable Minister for Education.
Okay.
Honorable Minister for Finance. Honorable Minister for Agribusiness and Industry.
Okay.
Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. And a 5, your Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Investment Promotion
GIPC.
Center. Yes. And Chief of Staff. Yes.
It be in Nipa saying
Nipa 5.
Nipa 5.
First A no.
First 5. Second 5.
B5.
Last His Excellency John Dramani.
Sure.
Now I say 11.
Now 11, but you realize that ebi mu wo first 5 ni mo be say I second 5.
But kwa no mo ko na yewu.
Obi
yewu. We call dia ba de o man na yewu.
Ena me catch you say.
Yes.
Enipa du ba ko.
Mampeni. Honorable Nyabotremani.
Ena me catch you say Mampeni.
Yewu.
Efri Ghana. Enra,
yes.
And I'm a car flight registration number.
Yes.
Because the right up now menu and here, you know. I think on some details of the said flights and no the calculation. And I'm a man operator of the flights, which is Emirates. And I'm a car. And I'm a car route say Accra to Dubai.
To Dubai, yes.
And I'm a car time or McCoy.
Yes.
Like I said all these things. But the me pese minia eko tiase.
But no other delegation members no more Emirates.
You see
and I wouldn't need information.
I don't have that information. Okay. But when you said the governance here,
yes.
Inti all kasasa no ne man ho yemi wanwa. This delegation ya ewo ho se omo ne bekoi. Mampeni create mi ko jabi mo. So unim se that.
Ne bi ma join.
And na me ne o kasai. Me bedu studio. Ena minya akọ na wose me ko finance minister.
Yes.
But me fresh somewhere 2 p.m. na yesi why busy.
Okay.
Me bedru ha me ra. And the secretary ni frame say boss say about office meet me there aba but finance minister
eka 2 delegations
good
tebi ono be call later
good and open so say e bia ato kwa obechata flight na dia akọ
number ni
and I make say the president that I know and na make word na am so monte ase no ye mahama na ye nim no sa afefe de no eni nani so no ne ho kani nko ne kwabrane ne wakwaji no team no kotie betia onye ena make a che wo say with the information na eko e de aba no wo hwe ne write up na went me and state clearly say mampeni mahama asem na ne woka but asem bi ene kosi asem so ena aye de wo social media enti nka wo ba ye as your title no say the year in honorable you do the honorable 10 ebia
I apologize
yes ebia o pacho ana say Eric ana Ghana for asem no kra na America no nya president mahama na mede me ye me nkonta ba say o start say na mo pen so de na mo ye ne ade na the cases okuja total mo start ya na o yes and tracking e no emu de he no de ba ya Eugene Ahen it may be dispute you said the can intro he couldn't.
There was one and France
and I'm say
France
meba ebia ni ho a na omutimi dispute ye ni omo na tikrom ha so eko ebia say what tracker show botoma ubetimi use tracker no but you make sure say niema na ode bobo ho no benya great information.
Okay,
that is all. You know he's my senior brother said that me that one is true.
Honorable Eko Vincent Asifua say waka the obeka me pacho finally mamintio yes
check the Jubilee House Communications Directory statement that was issued on the 24th of June 2022. The heading was directly in response to what was said by the Northern Interest Bank. That response to Honorable Kudeta Black was claimed on President of Ecuador State to Belgium and Rwanda. Go and check the last paragraph. And I read, President of Ecuador left Ghana on Sunday, 19th June 2022, to attend the 15th edition of the European Development Day in Brussels, Belgium. It is public knowledge that President of Ecuador did not, it was written in capital letters, did not, in capital letters, travel to Belgium aboard a chartered Airbus AC-319 as is being claimed by the Northern MP. The president traveled to Belgium on board an Air France commercial flight AF0584, which departed Accra on Sunday at 7:20 p.m. made a stopover in Ouagadougou. So, don't sit there and say, Okudeta Blakwa, no more the buy you're correct. And I say, no, and could be three. Also, I'm also stating to you that you cannot just use a forcing claim. Say, a forcing, no young boy, no be joining later, which means that presidential getting about criminal. You mean your money, and that's a go for a cinema. You need to consult this. You have every responsibility to ask, and you should be interested. For all you know, it may not even be for government officials to use. It may be used for carrying other things that may mar the integrity of our country in future, and you should be interested, even though you are part of government. So I am only saying that, yes, a private jet left the source of this country. We don't know the people that use it. It is government's responsibility to educate us, to let us know, as we did in 2022, that, yes, what you are saying is not true. And I want the government to come clearly on this matter, to, as it were, lay our fears that whatever our fears are, that in conform to Quino, it means you to private jet, and also many to private jet, and Montpellier you to a made flight. So you see when you see please publish the manifest. Me name who said, if I show a control Mokoino, you pay a can be calling. I said, if I don't clan this time no more, that time we should never. And all this information to be finished with the people of Ghana.
Me da say honorable Bibiani Ebesia Kasebio. Why? Me da say pa honorable Eko Vincent Asifua, MP Old Tafo constituency in the Ashanti region. Honorable Collins, yes.
Obi, fine. Me da say the Ghana for person or monte ne say Ramahama o free and crying Eko Dubai saying an obetia. The can me person me bisa Eric say delegation na Eko Dubai or move from Eko Tokyo asava Singapore no. O man penye Mahama ni ADC nka ho ana. Mo jaw no nko ase onko. O ka ho adenti na mo providing details.
There was statement.
There was statement in him. Oh, I think a statement from Jubilee was very, very misleading. Oh, ye pese ye hunu. Me o share a Emirates. Omo flight charge. Every and crying Accra to Dubai. Almost $15,000. A single triple. Into man penny Mahama. All the cost this in my mommy. Momo me so Dominic me patch bomber me why $15,000. All the who converting to see this I saying 1.6 cents 162 saying 1.6 billion. Ghana sikadada 1.6 billion oh. One penny. What's according? First class. A single trip the na mayor. We DBSO any Emirates from Accra to Dubai. In America, the cost involved. Meba nyabotre. O man panyin nko ade no. Oh, nyabotre me ye calculation. Ya na wo yesa. Odi free Accra. Eko Dubai ye be 11 hours. Otie. Odi free Dubai, Eko Tokyo. Almost 10 hours. Me sire wo. Eti say all the Emirates nko na Eko kra. O man panyin Mahama. A free enkran ha odi Eko Tokyo. Ni say Emirates nko na team Singapore nyama yo. Oman pagini Mahama nkoa ya bone hoka Ghana sikadada no 3 billion onu nkoa na yedisi mai afei enipa be enwotwe a menua Eric abubo omudin no Ghana for mfa multiply nature say uhwemu a sa trip ye omu koi omu beba no na Ghana sika dada no be 45 billion enkrofo national oma shisika no oma ne coffers no omu bono and the one we see 2 coin no the one we see 2 coin no
say aban issue statement be say omanpanyin security detail e kan no muntimi mfa share official statement.
Oh, monsieur.
Say no you know.
You see,
we security
Ghana must know. Utie.
Yes.
A handful na representing Ghanaians. Very important.
Say no mabo omudin.
Oh, meba. Maybe say ni ADC wan kobia. Na bia wan kobi.
Okobia. Decent me my statement.
So who bears the cost?
ADC ni. I know mine.
Aha! Ebi. Ano na make ho asem. I can soon. Oti dem chan enda kaketo na ye ka ho asem wa no sika oman no ya fafiri afutuom wo sa trip ya NDC for ne kono me ka kire wo se ebetimi ayeginya ase kwan oti dem chan enti munya abotre na ye nka asem ni ye eno na Ghana for pese wo mu hunu se edie pa na mo koje ni wo Japan ho a eti nipa mako be du bako aden Edia na mukoye ne Singapore enti enipa more than 10 obi a person ode ne ho kwakire bi aden na Kufuor ni nipa mienu miesa tu kwan kra ekromu ha mo bode ro kamu ti se de mu hunu bi da se they are wasting taxpayers money me pese me bisa se mu de we de enye wanting dissipation of taxpayers money Asempa na ye kachere ye hono. So you see, I detest hypocrisy and double standards. And this if one say mo kan kromu ha. Ene omo fa akonwa no de omo ye no. Then me hu ni say na Ghana for have no business to change MPP. Going by this. Say omanpanyi Kufuor do 2 kwan ye guni hu fi di na tem kromu ha. Menua okujeto. Ebasa osiri kire oman no ka hwea ontie. Oti dem eche no. Na wa finish na ukahwe a ontie minister be making sure say obegu na Kufuor do ho fin okromu a enne de momo de you people want to justify say enne de Ora Muhammad otu kwan de we shouldn't talk about it Asempa na mo ka che no ana NDC for mo ye nipa cha MPP for ana Ora Muhammad we ye nipa cha na Kufuor do adena na do de Dr. Baumia de omo de sebi na ensuo ne gina omum nko ana debi hwe mo edru baby a mo yenye sincere and honest with ourselves hwe trip amu koi hwe sika mo twade ama mo ho mo pa de mu mai mo koi so mo be ya shopping say the minimum NDC penny for shopping omo be ya no Emirates more people have no idea about it shopping baby omo be dru bi omo ya shopping. So you see, Sanyama way and I can want him. What did I channel? Eric, taxpayers money na ya kano. Way one more called Dubai, me catch it. Safari desert in Omo Bekwa Nantimu Azano Maba. As the beach Yomo de Beka trip when you have no idea. Singapore 3 days a dear pan amokoye ni kromo. Ya famu birthday kura was Singapore. Etika mu be kwa 3 days.
No, Singapore the next.
For state Mrs. State visit a dear pan no mukoko ye nkuru.
State visit the host.
Oh. Eto mu nya ye hosa. Obi, ya sika no matam no mo de nam ewiase nyina ba bia. And yan stop wo mu a. Yan stop wo mu e ka e be boni kromu ha no. You have no idea.
Okay.
Enti mesremo. Eric. Akontuo no de. Mu betu na emomo no. Monhwe anwene Ghana for ho monye Ghana for ho o man ne bre sesi amene o kase kokofo sika montua ba monye sika di 2 kwan kokofo mesika kakra o se mode ma wo mo after se mo de be 100 and something cedis atoso no enne mene mo kase o mo sika montua ma wo mo tu na mo nam wiem na mo gimoni kone kohwe ensa papa Oti de meche no ensa me ka wan ni bi bo kira yembe hye wo kwa ensa o man panyini mo nom no flight ni so sese ni nyina ye ade a ni nyina ye ade a o de meche no taxpayers money. Taxpayers money asem na ye kan.
Obi, you know something.
Because you see,
Obi, you know something. This Collins do Yeminia. But you see, let me advise you. This poor yando style of communication.
No.
You see, this poor yando approach. And someone Asia, ye can once me.
Yes.
Ofre kofa by na nkaza sisia. Oba who boto anu no de crash him.
Media maker.
Meba and some obeka ye nyina kasa jinjan. Na court dan wa bobo de. Obi court to see honorable me
media maker me say ofri
de omo ye no. Your friend court to dan wa bobo. Usi obi adi ubone a. Nye court abonti na ekogina ye de. Fa asem no court. And obi challenge him with evidence. You can't provide it. And and awful business class first class obewe nsa wom and na mahame de na man kan fa no ngokuru. And someone was some can be a
flight in so no. Utie. Ni nyina no other expense of taxpayers.
Na ka me na mentua.
Asempa na okay. Omo fa flight.